right, boys, it is time for our 4-month check-in on the Nintendo Switch 2. So if you guys remember, about 4 months ago, the Nintendo Switch released in June, and a lot of people were kind of hoping that the console would do terrible, whether it was the weak launch lineup, whether it was the price of the console itself, or a myriad of other things that Nintendo has done recently that hasn't put them in the best spotlight. Well, 4 months into it, was the Nintendo Switch going to flop, or was it going to do well? There was a lot of people who probably wanted the Switch 2 to have terrible sales so they can maybe lower the price. But unfortunately today, Nintendo released information on how the console is doing, how some of the games are selling, and it's all looking pretty peachy for Nintendo. You see that the pun I did there? So basically today, Nintendo announced that the Switch 2 just hit 10.36 million units sold in 4 months. All right, that is actually crazy. And because of that number, they're actually bumping up their forecast to 19 million by March. So 4 months into it, Nintendo has sold 10 million Switch 2s, which is about double what they did with the original Switch in its first quarter. They also released that Mario Kart World sold 9.57 million units, which is a 92% attach rate, which is actually kind of insane when you think about the discourse people have had about Donkey Kong Bonanza. That should have probably been the launch title, but it looks like Nintendo made the right call because a 92% attach rate with Mario Kart World is actually insane. The craziest thing about this whole thing is that the holiday season hasn't even started and Nintendo is already doing crazy numbers. With that said, make sure to follow for even more content. Peace.